What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, DJ B-A-S-E, DJ Bass, back with another episode of The Beat Break. And in this episode of The Beat Break, we're going to be looking at a Foolie type track. Track in question, Maserati. And when I say we're going to do a Foolie Maserati type track, I mean just that, a type beat, okay? We're not trying to reproduce this track exactly. We're not trying to clone this beat. We're just trying to recreate that energy that they had in that song. And what that is $1 million energy, okay? Why just sit back on the sidelines cheering when you can get in the game and score some points? And that's what we're trying to do, recreate that energy for ourselves. And with that out of the way, we're going to get into this tutorial, okay? And as I usually say, when I'm creating a beat that's just out of my own head, we just pull up this tempo tapper and we tap out a tempo according to the mood that we're in. And whatever it comes out, that's what it is, okay? We didn't have to do that this time. We just put the song on, tap the tempo tapper along with the beat, and it came out to be 124 on that tempo, okay? And this is what that sounds like. Okay, pretty moderate tempo, not too fast, not too slow, okay? And we put this in what they call trap tempo or double time, you know. It appears to be 4 bars, okay, but it's actually 2, okay? Instead of count 1, 2, 3, 4 and turning over, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and turn over, okay? And when we started, as usual, we start with a snare and we dropped it on the 3 and the 7, okay? And this is a 2-bar loop. Okay, pretty basic snare drop. And that's what we noticed in that song. But they also had a little complexity in it because they had a second snare, okay? Well, it was just a little accent snare, okay? So we chose this snare. And it didn't drop on every snare, okay? They omitted this snare in like the second hit of the first bar, the second half of the first bar, okay? And so that's what we did. Okay. Okay. And you can see what that did. It just gave it a certain bounce that it didn't have without it. Okay. And so from there, we decided to go ahead and take this metronome off. And we went to this hi-hat pattern. And we chose this hi-hat. Okay. And we noticed in that song they had a hi-hat pattern that was pretty active, you know. They had a lot of rolls or whatnot. We didn't want to reproduce that exactly. We just wanted to create a pattern with a lot of rolls or whatnot. And you can see what we did here, okay? And if you look at this, we just went up here and we hit fill each 2 steps, okay? And that's what we did. And then we just came up here in between those notes and we added a note, okay? And that's what we did to create this little stutter step. And then we came over here to a regular note and we stretched it out. We went up to this tool here, hit chop. Okay, and that's how, and then we hit accept, and that's how we create these rolls, okay? But we already got that done, so we're not gonna do it. And then when we get to these rolls here, we just stretch that note out a little longer, chopped it, did some velocity settings, and this is the pattern. Okay, pretty cool little hi-hat pattern, okay? And after that, we decided to go ahead and come with a kick pattern. And so that's what we did. Okay, we came with this kick, nice hard kick, you know, and we noticed in that song, it was kind of, the kick wasn't doing too much. It was kind of spaced out, you know what I'm saying? But it was a hardcore kick pattern. That's what I call a hardcore kick pattern. Strictly business, you know, the kick wasn't doing a lot of dancing around, okay? Okay, and that's what you want to listen for, man, when you're constructing beat patterns, okay, drum patterns, all right? You want to listen and make sure your drums sound complete, that the beat sounds complete, you know? You want to make sure that you don't have anything in there that's out of place. You want to make sure your head is knocking, rocking, or whatever, and you don't want anything that's just throwing that off, the rhythm off, okay? So just want to make sure you got enough in there to complete the beat and not too much in there. And as we listen to this track, okay, there's a few ways we can go. Okay, we can add a few things. We don't want to take anything out, but we could add a few things. But it could go just like it is. And at that point, we decided to just go ahead and put the 808 pattern in there, okay? And we chose this 808, okay? And we had to do a few things with this 808, so I'm just gonna go into that. You know, we did a few things with the processing. We're not gonna go into all that because you probably don't have the time for that. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to start going into the processing, and we'll do that in some of the later videos. But what we did on this 808 was we started with some EQ, and we just cut out some frequencies we didn't need. Then we went to this RVox over here, and we zeroed in at 70 hertz, okay? And we just boosted that. And then we went to this compressor, okay? And we just compressed it a little bit. And last thing we did was go to a Foolie Wave Shaper, and we gave it some crunch or rumble. And that's what we did with the 808, okay? Because they had it a certain way in their track. And another thing we did was we went to this envelope and we adjusted it. We made sure the delay was all the way down, attack was all the way down, hold all the way up, decay all the way down, sustain all the way down, and just a little bit of release. And we also went over here to this Y and X parameter and adjusted them, okay? And I think we also went in here and we shifted it just a little bit. Since we're not doing a side chain, we just put the kick a little ahead of the 808, okay? And we also put a glide note in here, okay? And we didn't do it the regular way where we double click and put in the glide note. We just made sure the note was overlapping. We hit mono and we adjusted the glide the way we want it. And if you listen to it, you can. Okay, you can hear that glide, and we can adjust that. Okay, man, a little bit more pronounced glide, but that's the way we wanted it right here. And that's all we did with that 808, okay? And at that point, man, look, the drums complete. We'll listen to it one more time. Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds complete. So with that out the way, we're going to get on to the second part of this video, and that's the music element. So we're going to get to this melody, and we chose this instrument. Okay. Okay. And we noticed in that song, it sounded like they had like a piano or something like that playing just a simple part. We decided to do something. We just wanted to capture that energy, okay? So we just played these notes. Okay? And that's E natural minor we're in. If we go up here and hit helpers, scale highlighting, and we put it in, that is when E. So we're in E natural minor. You'll notice that the E natural minor scale is not highlighted. So you can just drop notes in the highlighted section and you'll be in key. And also the notes of the key, the scale is highlighted on the keyboard itself, all the notes, okay? And so you can just stay in key that way. If you want me to show you how to set this up, just let me know in the comment section, okay? And this is the melody we came up with. Okay, pretty cool melody. It's not the exact melody that they use, but it's what we decided to use, okay? But we noticed that melody, like I said, sounded like it was a piano part playing, but it was a little bit more complex than this. So we decided to add another sound, which is this sound. And all we're doing is going from E to G, okay? And then to A, okay? And we put that with the other melody, this counter melody, okay? And what it did was add another element, this ghostly element. And the other element is kind of sharp, but the sounds are similar. And what it does is create a sort of complex sounding instrument. It sounds like one instrument, but it's two, okay? Since we're not doing much with the music, okay? Okay, and we can see what that did for that melody. It just polished it on out, and we see that's what they were looking for in that song. Okay, and with that, they had in that song, in a certain point, something like this, okay, an explosion. We added that, and we did a little bit of processing on it. Okay, we're not gonna go through that. But we did a little processing on it. And we also added this sound here. A little glass breaker. We did some pitch change and a few little things with that. And we also, we did do in the process, except for that. And so with that out the way, man, listen, that's the track. Let's put the music with it. The beat with it. Put this in song mode, and we'll let you hear this Foolie Maserati type beat. All right. And on that note, you've been rocking with your boy, DJ B-A-S-E. And that was a Foolie Maserati type beat, okay? And if you like this video, if you found it entertaining, or if you learned anything, like, share, comment, and most definitely subscribe to your boy channel, The Beat Break. And I'll see you next time.